Yeah.
Van Glorious, Vanguard.
Knowledge born.
Yeah.
United Front. What you want?
To the Knowledge Radio.
We in here. What you got? Dot.
Work hard as a slave to one day be your savior. The wave unwavering. This is a labor of love. Rise with a purpose every day. Invigorated. If we were on TV, we'd be 10 times syndicated. If we waited for validation, a paycheck or accolades, we'd be starved, already lost or ran away. But when you're square, solid, and you circle too, you don't need a place for silence. The concept is conquered through media, not areas of people activity. A mix that don't lose ethnicity, tightness that don't lose elasticity. Explicitly, this isn't where we give the novice regard. Nah, this is where knowledge is born. Last time that I checked, I'm undefeated. Deliver edicts, can't resist when the gods build and manifest freedom. When lines get crossed, they may push a loss, cause they get handed a check. We kick a can and cancel your cancerous gestures. A prophet vision, precision, the prescription for the sickness is to inoculate your fate with the winning. Arrogant beginnings turn to humble endings. And US with KBA is a win-win. 1K.
Fair use disclaimer. This site is for educational purpose use only. Fair use is a doctrine in the United States copyright law that allows a limited use of copyrighted material without requiring permission for the rights holders, such as for commentary, criticism, news reporting, research, teaching, or scholarship that provides the legal non-licensed citation or incorporation of copyrighted material in another's work under a four-factor balancing test. The term fair use originated in the United States. A similar principle, fair dealing, exists in some other common law jurisdictions. Civil law jurisdictions have other limitations and exceptions to copyright. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
Naked when you come, naked when you go, naked when you come, naked when you go.
The righteous path of the damned was destined, always manifest, never according to plan. Your heart get tested on these blocks with them pillows and yams, risking a trip to the slam across up beside the cross to get blaming, stretching, heckling, cock popping, drastic measures, scraping the pots for extras, floor bends, pedals, lights up the bevel, sharp, swimming with sharks, corner the mark, art, condominiums with marble and wood, cigar spot, always contemplating shots of Jim Beam and Jimmy Dean, Wolverine machines will get that spot clean, the murder scene, Phantom Vanish, red eye flights, the Tijuana, Scama distribution, shipping the farmers, increase the commerce, moving traffic, Gold Coast, the Mid-Atlantic, passports granted, half a meal deals for mansion expansion, outlandish, granted the cash rules, and mules move for bread, cowboy moves, a casket flower moves, and you choose your bed.
Naked when you come, naked when you go, naked when you come, naked when you go. The blooming trees that's been so bright, the blooming trees that's been so bright.
Who the fuck murdered Ram Coleon? That was my man up in Brooklyn, Clifton and Grand, credit card fraud, licks and them scams. Bricks and Saran, while World Hardy sit in the feds. Cash Money Brothers, Virginia where the diesel is smuggled. Lincoln Park dope, slinging them bundles. Out the chip bag, Fritos and Ruffles. Pack Ninas for trouble. Rap nah, see me I'm a hustler. Don't mistake me for these industry niggas. Play the benches with dealers, trying to get richer. Niggas snitching, we kill 'em. Versace slippers, bagging foxes like Vilva. What you talking about, nigga? I get cheese off the blocks in them trenches. Pushing T's and my shots is malicious. See them cops and I'm dipping. 10 years I get knocked with the smithing. Listen, dog, for the guap I'ma risk it. See my poppy was missing. Not a window or a pot we could piss in.
Naked when you come, naked when you go, naked when you come, naked when you go. The blooming trees when you come, naked when you go.
himself.
Once you've heard the madness, everything else is just cheap whiskey.
Most high Christianness, mental abolitionists with the vision gift, seeing the deliverance from the ignorance, cognitive dissonance. Future I envision this. On and off the mic, I speak right like this is what the mission is. I know the wisdom biz and overstand like who know and bear that witnesses. I am the power refined, God man. Equity too high to equal the caveman. God's son, true builder of the land. Destroyer of the demons, I'm a poppin' where they stand. Word of biz, born exposing, oppose a plan. It's Deacon Benny, microphone Jones with a forced hand. The next level cipher writer, spark the minds, I light the fire. Call me Mr. Mystifier, I'm used to gift and lift us higher. With the frequency that frequently fit, inspire. Elders and young thugs that do what they do, where they do what they thumbs. They lazy, they think we dumb. We put the work in system that a system to be numb. Make them good Christians, but don't link them to where they from. So I write rhymes with them ancient guidelines. I fight crime sitting on the sidelines. But when they got the blind eyes, I just treat them like they dumb.
When knowledge get done, unified we're one. The race we run, before they shot that gun.
To the knowledge.
When knowledge gets done, we won. The race we run, before they shot that gun.
To the knowledge.
Walk with me, twist your loud, get your double shots of yak. Sit down, have a talk with me. I'm from an era where certain shit just couldn't fly. You tell another man suck your dick, you might die. These new dudes got it confused, thinking it's a game. Until somebody hitting at they ass, bringing the pain. But that's the plan, they want us to kill ourselves. Our existence is up to us, no one else is responsible for raising our daughters and the queens and our sons and the kings. Teaching them everything about necessary tools we need to use for survival. It's way bigger than reading Qurans or the Bible. That's gonna go over the heads of many. Thick skin, homie, I got plenty, so I'll be ready for the backlash and slander coming from my own people. It's sad to say, but we'll never equal our full potential as long as we following what they teach us, telling lies. All in 8 books, it never reach us, at least us, the ones with some knowledge of self. But trying to wake my people up is a struggle with self. Instead of begging for a seat at their table, let's build one. As soon as they try to violate, let's kill one. That's where my heart at. A couple hundred years of the same treatment gave us Obama, so we think we even. I ain't believing none of this bullshit them puppeteers speaking, telling us lies each and every weekend. Banana in the tailpipe tactics. To tell the truth, I feel we moving backwards. We got a lot of actors playing the part, but it ain't in their heart, so what's it worth? Got brothers dressing up like chicks toting the purse. Everybody capitalizing off us. We ain't too far from giving up our seat on the back of the bus.
When knowledge get done, unified we're one. The race we run, before they shot that gun.
To the knowledge.
When knowledge gets done, unified we won. The race we run, before they shot that gun.
To the knowledge.
Peace, y'all. It's going down today. It's June 3rd. We're celebrating so many things today. We're going to get into them in a second. But just remember that 25 years ago, this group called the Wu-Tang came out with a double CD. Depending on how much money you had a double CD. You understand what I'm saying? You might have had the double tape. You understand? Or you might have had the record. You see what I'm saying? Wu-Tang forever, man. One of the most phenomenal offerings in hip-hop history by non-members, man. You see what I'm saying? It's 25 years old today. So if you was born June 3rd, 97, you're 25 years old, man. So we gather here to honor and commemorate that, and also to celebrate the life of our brother Tech from Smith & Wesson, Smokey Lie, a.k.a. Smokey Mayfield. You know, Baden, y'all know my spiritual father, man. If y'all know me, Curtis Mayfield, his born day is today. So we celebrating ancestrally to material. You see what I'm saying? And I gave that intro to give this intro of a phenomenal staple in hip hop, a phenomenal example of a black man who sojourned in his life, who gave us transformation on wax, who gave us a soundtrack to the streets to show us how to be able to convert that unconscious to conscious in a way where we're cognizant of our actions and the weight and severity of our deeds. You understand? So it's cats that might have been out in the street and they're no longer in the street, so they no longer have a connection to what the street yielded them. But there's still some brothers out here that sojourn and that's showing us a better way with their example. You see what I'm saying? So this is one of the brothers, one half of the legendary group who took the world by storm in the late. Look, they didn't even take the world by storm. They took the world by swarm. You understand? The first time we heard them, they took the world by swarm, and they're continuing to do so to this day. How the brothers say, to this day. Okay, so it becomes my honor and privilege at this time to introduce them and present to others a good brother of mine, true and living, almighty mastermind in the building, man. Let's give it up for the Creole. You understand? Let's give it up for the Creole mouth up in the building. You understand? Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the microphone and back to the platform one more again, my brother and warrior, Joe Mafia.
Peace. What's going on, King? What's going on with you, boy?
I'm good, guy. How you?
And man, hey, I can't complain. Who gonna listen, son? You know what I'm saying? Word. Yeah, hey man, for you on your physical yesterday, happy belated. You know what I'm saying? Happy physical to Curtis Mayfield, you know what I mean? And happy physical to my brother Tech, man, my PNC, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Yeah, man, he doing it up there. You know, the Gemini's is heavy now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's the word though, man? You was just getting off the road with me. Also, you know, I'm just getting off the road, son. Yeah, man. It never stopped. It don't stop, son. It don't stop. You know what I mean?
So in reality of that, we were supposed to be on with y'all at like 9:30. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know,
I was still rolling. He was still rolling. You know, traveling out here, getting it, man.
Yeah, moving according. You know what I'm saying?
And got moves to make right after this. You see what I'm saying?
I'm talking about like right after. You know what I'm saying? Word.
Glad to have you. You know what I'm saying? They got a sneak peek for y'all who seen that virtual born day. You know, shout out to everybody who came through showing love, man. Tahir RBG, Killer Priest, my brother, Son the Great. Y'all just saw his video just now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Hey, that was dope too. That joint was dope. I like that joint, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Heavy mental.
Word. We support our art and our artists and our art form. You see what I'm saying? Now, let's get the
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like we ain't done this in a couple of years, man. We ain't done this in a couple of years.
Yeah. It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. I'm glad to be here, though. I'm glad to be here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
my
man.
elders used to tell me I'd rather be seen than viewed.
You know you already know the Jew. Already know the Jew with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, son. But yeah, man. Let's go, man. Let's go for it.
VA, man.
Yeah, VA definitely stands.
VA is where is where where the story that we know of starts. So take us back to that start. You see what I'm saying? What does that mean for you as far as hip hop? VA hip hop, which a lot of folks don't get a lot of credit for. You see what I'm saying? The sights and the sounds that make that gumbo together. You know what I'm saying? Talk to us about that.
Son, it's like it's real deep embedded, like how they say around here, it's something in the water. And most definitely it definitely is. And I'm glad that we was fortunate enough to plug into the right people to be a part of that worldwide brand that we know as Wu-Tang Clan, my brothers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was definitely a long journey, man. Like from the beginnings of just trying to take it to the next level. And see, the thing is with what's going on with VA, it's like we still growing, we flourishing. We got so much talent from here that it's top notch. Of course, of course, we got examples like us, my fellow people's DMP, you know what I mean? The Clips, you know what I mean? Missy. Then we got the dopest producers like Timberland, Pharrell, Knots, Big Dog, a whole lot of people, Danger Hands, but the list goes on and on. But I say all that to say that we still cooking, and it's just, as long as we keep pushing, we can start seeing buildings, put up downtown or something like with major labels. But now with the internet taking everything by storm, I just think we need to unify more and just push the same direction. You know what I mean? Like I said this in another video, or interview that I was in prior. Shout out to my man Scoop. I was saying that my uncle, rest in peace, he had told me, he said you can understand like wherever you at by the way the traffic move. Then you see how the people move. In Virginia, my nigga, this is like one of the worst places to try to merge or get off an exit, and somebody ain't gonna try to cut you off or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and in the same mindset and body language, that's how it is with all us trying to push to one little common goal. To push to one point. It's like we both go in the same direction, man. Regardless of who gets there first, we going the same way. But we still have yet to break that, to break that mindset of me first, like that false entitlement. Let's just do it for the purpose of the bigger picture. But I love it, man. I wouldn't have it no other way. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for that. You know what I mean? To push way harder just because of where I'm from. You know what I mean?
Definitely. The hunger that is VA. See, VA got multiple places in my heart and in my spirit. The hunger and the drive that I see from the brothers and sisters from VA, but I also saw Black excellence truly for the first time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was on the Spirit in Norfolk back in the day. When I got on the Spirit in Norfolk, I was like, whoa.
Hey, you took your picture by the little raft, the little life preserver joint, with the picture they make you take, man, with the Spirit of Norfolk joint on it. Everybody got one of them in the house in VA. You know what I'm saying?
Looking, man, I was so proud to see Black people moving affluent. You see what I'm saying? Like moving affluent. Even if it was just for the boat, I don't know. It was impressionable on my mind when I was a young G, going on a boat and seeing it. You see what I'm saying? Black on boat, Black people on there, everybody dressed to the nines. Like I'm looking at it and seeing, okay, we can come together and celebrate success because we come from the gutter.
Yeah, no question.
Abstract poverty and things like that, things that are deplorable to us, the world find a way to put a dollar sign on it and sell it. We in the ghetto. We're not saying now the world wants to be ghetto. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nah.
True indeed, man. But you're trying to get away from that.
Right, from an outside look or reforming. You see what I'm saying? Because we do have urban excellence. Shout out to urban excellence. So we do have excellence in the urban environment, reforming it. So the things that people find the joy in is, linked to our degradation. So VA has both sides of that coin. You see what I'm saying? VA is the flyest Gemini in the world. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh man, that's in the name though. In Virginia, because we Commonwealth. You know what I'm saying? That's Commonwealth. That's almost like a what they call that? An oxymoron. You understand what I'm saying? It's like a light night. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, it's the same science, kid. It's the same thing, man. But I mean, it's loving. It's loving and it's growing. And honestly, it's like another generation of people that's gonna have to fade out in order for us to really, embrace this new wave that what we know and how we know how to form can prosper and all that. Because it's still the powers that be that really control Virginia, man. It's like that's why we ain't got no sports teams, or we ain't got no, we ain't got no centers, we ain't got no, man, this is like a military state, son. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up like that. You either working at a shipyard or you working in somebody's warehouse or you going to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Straight like that. That's it. You know what I mean? And it's designed like that. But with the way it's changing up now, with all these, with the gentrification, that's hitting everywhere. You know what I mean? With them trying to do that, it's like they're trying to build it up, but it's just this one last generation. These grandchildren or these sharecroppers and whatnot that remember when they had a foot on our necks and all that. They got to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? In order for us to really push these youth forward and celebrate like the Black excellence you was just talking about. Like on I just had it on a post like I want to say like about 3 days ago, if I'm correct. You know what I'm saying? Well, I was saying Hampton Roads doesn't celebrate it enough because we got Black doctors, lawyers,
right,
all of that, and they got statues and they living, but they not celebrated enough so these kids can see that and have hope. You know what I'm saying? So they can see like, or even like with groups like us just being around on the scene or whatever. It's like we the testimony that you can do it, you can make it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we didn't have that. Like our testimony was just the drive. The test was to get next to it and to see it. But see, by chance, it was like nothing happens for nothing. Like we wouldn't have came across the people we came across if we wasn't doing what we was doing. So that's why I can't say it wasn't like we was in the crib and I could actually walk up to my parents and be like, yo, I'm gonna be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to cut hair. I wanted to play ball one time. I was riding dirt bikes. I was doing all type of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So as time went on, we just got out in the streets, got to meeting certain people, linking with certain people. And by having that one common thing about the grind and being around certain people, we actually got to capitalize on important relationships that catapulted us into the now. You know what I'm saying? Them connections that we made back then solidified us to now. You understand what I'm saying? Just because of what we was doing. If we would have did anything any different, like not been selling that or not been around these particular types of people or whatever, because we was the most indigenous. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as this VA go, like it's being plugged out here in the streets, and we was them dudes. You know what I'm saying? So it couldn't have been, man. It couldn't have been another way, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to be a part of that and share that history with them brothers, man, because they changed my life. You know what I mean? Like real rap.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. I remember what I was doing. And what you say? 97, right?
Yeah. What was you doing June 3rd, 1997, man?
My nigga, I can't say everything, but what I can say is I was around a lot of what they was talking about. You know what I'm saying? We was around, we was really around them brothers, building our bond up with them, and the Wu joint was popping. You know what I'm saying? We was already in the talks of, Ma was doing this thing with the Swarm. The Swarm joint was about to come, so we was bubbling. You know what I'm saying? We was putting the groundwork in at that time. But we was running around like crazy though. I ain't even gonna hold you, nigga. That I ain't even trying to even say no incriminating shit.
Right.
But I remember 97 though.
I would let you. You know
I remember 97, the kind of whipping everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, real rap, man. Yeah.
You know 97 was a gift and a curse. 97 was a gift and a curse.
The math, man, the mathematics of it alone, man, born God. You know what I'm saying?
97 is a gift and a curse, and 96 is a gift and a curse.
Well, definitely 96.
How do you live after? You understand what I'm saying? Like Big had the joint called Life After Death. Like, how do you live after that? Like, you get that loss. You get this loss on March 9th. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And
it's all math. It's all math.
You know what I mean? All of that.
But you
came out with the 18th letter. You know what I'm saying?
That was my joint.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so you know, so it's bittersweet. Wu-Tang Forever comes out. This double CD. It's going through. It sets the tone for the summertime. You see what I'm saying? So it's bringing in the summer, and then this is the summer of 97. Fresh off of Big, fresh off of Pop. You see what I'm saying? Like the that happened, and then the swarm. You talking about the swarm being built, like when the
At the time, the swarm
all of this
was
all
being
together,
built.
yeah,
Man. That was a real phenomenal time, and I look at that album too, like, because it was a double joint, right? If I ain't mistaken, it was a double joint. It was really information. It was almost like a documentary of the times. You know what I'm saying? Because remember they had that skit up there where I want to say that was that Jizzle son on the beginning, and he was like, "Yeah, call me at the God hour or whatever." Like, I'm studying my
Shaheem.
That was Shaheem. Yeah, that was Shaheem. My you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So boom. So then you had that. Then you had RZA was like, "Yo, bitches, it's 10 o'clock. Where the fuck your C's at?" You know what I'm saying? It's like they was dropping jewels on these parents that was the precursor of what we dealing with now. You understand what I'm saying? And only that the people that retain that information are the ones who's flourishing now. It's like we all living in the same time, right? Besides those that, not blessed to be here, and God bless them, including Old Dirty. You know what I'm saying? But it's like once you take that in, like that was a certain way of life to live. Like, everybody's not a 5%. You know what I'm saying? Some people, like, whatever they believe in, they calling high powers or whatever, but it's always information that you could take the best part with you. You understand what I'm saying? And I looked at that like that was a manual from the beginning to the end. That's why they had to give you 2 doses of it. They couldn't put all that and compress it in one little CD and sell it to you, because they like, nah, we ain't give them enough, man. That want the whole meal. You know what I'm saying? They like, nah, they need all this information. You see what I'm saying? And it's like each song was something different. It was something that took your mind somewhere different, that had to make you embrace, like, okay, what's the next thing coming? Because this was before the internet got crazy, before things started going viral or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, yo, look, 2000 coming. Now look, God, we in 2022. You understand what I'm saying? Like, talking about the beats and my nigga, the time we living in, like what I'm touching on is like, they was basically trying to inform the men that the gods. That was information for the gods, the ones who's truly living, the supreme, the arm, leg, arm, head, the ones who really walked that path. That was the manual for them. And anybody that ain't grasped that at that time, they the ones that's by the wayside right now. You see the clan, they still flourishing. I mean, people go through what they go through, but as far as life as a whole and the greater purpose of them being one of the greatest rap groups of all time, and made it a new dynamic for people to have these super groups and be able to go get different deals and different obligations, and you know what I'm saying? They just man, they butchered it up in a beautiful way that was the precursor for everything that's going on right now, man. Business and all that. Like, for you to be able to sign over here, snatch some money here, and do a feature with them and get production from this, you know what I'm saying? It was just it was genius, man. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah, that's my favorite dude out the Wu too. The Jizzle. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Line for line, man. That's my dude.
Yo, I want to play a joint real quick. That's so VA. I want, because I need that VA energy in here. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no question.
This is the versatility of VA that's encapsulated on one track, man, after this illustrious project, man.
A word.
I wanted to do this real quick. You see what I'm saying? So,
ain't nothing to it, man. Ain't nothing to it.
Tell the fam we live, man. Joe Mafia in the building, man. Wu Syndicate, man.
No question.
VA in the building, man. VA stand up, man. Victory Allah stand up, man. Where the father came from. Where the father came from. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Might crack a smile, but ain't a damn thing funny. Too busy trying to live, making money from making dreams.
Sending flicks, serving time in Connecticut. It ain't no love, don't give me 5 if you was telling snitch. I got the list, see your name up on the paperwork. Cock the fifth, blow your brains out on your favorite shirt. Faggot nigga, how you disrespect the code of honor? Who told them people about that heroin on them planes that's charter? Medusa faces, VVS's in the Gucci bracelet. Mr. Child reservations was annihilated. What you thought, you was gonna terminate my operation? Imbecile, my niggas still getting lots of paper. Joe Mafia, go ahead and twist that gelato up. Got Mexican digging tunnels, fuck Donald Trump.
Ain't talking shit less it's money. Might crack a smile, but ain't damn thing funny. Too busy trying to win. Making money for making free. Yeah. Ain't talking shit less it's money. Might crack a smile, but ain't a damn thing funny. Too busy trying to win. Making money for making free.
Through panoramic mirrors and horsepower and force flower and casket moves get exhumed for trying to force hours. 12 millions, 3-story cribs, mansions with vault ceilings, all for the love of drug dealing. Key witness court appearance, try to tarnish the name. As targets, that's just part of the game. It's laundromat, raffle, stock and exchange. From pictograms to the sound scan billboards, appeal boards, still denying kingpin ties, trying to get free for it. Get your brains blown and move sane, thinking you scot free. Ain't no statutations on snitching, slipping, you gon' see. Global thug politic and Fortune 500 gunning. AI shot on these blocks, we running up them numbers. Chopping cahibos with my ego on the yacht. Bilingual when them kilos about to drop. Flood them gates, get this cake, twist that gelato up. Salute the El Patron, fuck Donald Trump.
Ain't talking shit less it's money. Might crack a smile, but ain't a damn thing funny. Too busy trying to win. Making money for making free. Yeah. Ain't talking shit less it's money. Might crack a smile, but ain't a damn thing funny. Too busy trying to win. Making money for making free. Yeah.
Yo, I couldn't hear nothing, man. I seen it playing, but I couldn't hear nothing, man.
You couldn't?
Nah, I couldn't. I seen the cover and all that, but I know it was some fire though. You know
Yo,
what I'm
that's
saying?
you,
Word.
Maya, and Don Faquan, man. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, shouts out to him, man.
Team, man. The
No doubt.
Team, man.
No doubt. Shouts out to my man Don Faquan, man. That's my man, yo. Off the record, you heard? Yeah, man. He was just King's Nation, man. He was just in VA not too long ago, matter of fact. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all was shaking though. Yeah, man. Good vibes though. That's good vibes, man. It was cool making that record too, because how it came about was when Mile was trying to, get it put together, whatever. We was looking for a vocalist or whatever, but we had been trying to link up and do stuff with Quan. Like I got some stuff that's unreleased with him that we never got to put out due to my, due to a couple of situations I had. You understand what I'm saying? And still in the tuck though. We're gonna figure out what to do with it. but that's my guy though. You know what I mean? Right. Like oh man, hold on for a minute. I did something that messed my screen up, son. Hold on, man. I'm bugging. All right, I'm back. Look, touching this iPhone, man. Yeah, this iPhone. But look, so we was trying to figure out what to do, and I hit him like on the solid. I was like, yo, son, we, you know what I'm saying? We need you to come through on this track. And yo, it was like, bet, just send it to him. We shot it to him. He shot it right back. You know what I'm saying? And that's just pretty much how it go. Like, that's my man. He always do stuff off the hip like that. A lot of people around here in VA though, one thing I can say about it, it's like if you from the town and you from around, it's like even with me doing business with people in features, I ain't gonna hit niggas in the head and whatnot, because they just trying to come up. You know what I mean? So if I could show you love where, you know, you coming at me and you really trying to do some legit business, then I ain't got no problem. Just, you know, I get with you off the back end or whatever. Especially if you from VA. That's in, you know, just in general. It's like I ain't expecting nothing. Just go ahead, just throw it out. Whatever you gonna do with it, and just, you know, get back at me, man. We here. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't nothing. But that's my dude. He let me hear his whole project, man, the joint that he got out now, matter of fact. He played that joint from top to bottom, man. Had me on FaceTime with it, like right before you dropped that joint. So I felt like I was in the studio with him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was like, that's dope, man. But that's the fam right there, man.
Yeah,
Word.
I was in the shop with him, and he gave me the joint to hear. Like I was listening while he cutting my joint. You know, he cold with the clippers.
Oh man,
You know what I'm saying?
that dude like MacGyver, man. Like it ain't nothing that dude can't do, man. Like for real.
This dude he was doing an interview with me, making the beat, playing the piano, directing traffic, all at the same time. I was like, yo, this dude is serious.
That's Quan, man. That nigga like Quincy Jones mixed with Tupac. You know what I'm saying? That's my bad though, man. Word, man.
Shout out to the gentleman. Shout out to King's Nation, man. That's redemptive. You see what I'm saying? Like trying to win, like literally, like trying to win. Y'all three brothers represent redemption. We don't even talk enough about that in hip hop because we see the state of hip hop and how it's being used and weaponized today. Again,
oh man, you see what's going on with that young, like with this Young Thug shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's sad too, but it's like it's been like that since 2 Live Crew, since Grandmaster Flash, you know, Melly Mel and all them when they was trying to ban the, you know, NWA. You know what I'm saying? Like really, Uncle Luke, like all that, man. They been on our necks, but now with the internet how it is, at no point in time has the media been so powerful, son. You know what I'm saying? Like at no point in time has the media been such a superpower. It's like the media controls everything now. This is a media-driven world that we living in right now. Not like before we used to get stuff, it was word of mouth. Still had newspapers, but it was word of mouth. My nigga, imagine, like we was just talking about 97. Imagine if we had the internet and all that back then, man. Nigga, all us would be Bill Gates right now. You understand what I'm saying? In the direction we was going, you know what I'm saying? Somebody would have had it, or everybody would have had it, or nobody would have had it. You understand what I'm saying? But I say all that to say, when you saying about the redemption thing, it's like that's the stage that we in right now, as far as like trying to get back to the essence of what hip hop really originally began as. Because I love the fact that these young dudes can come out here and they can get a bag. But when arts, you know, imitates life, it's going to eventually play out. Like the messages you put out, even if you not even putting it into your and applying it to your life, it's a part of your subconscious, which controls everything around you. So you can see and you can say, yeah, man, you know, I like to listen to the bullshit, turn up this, that, and the third. But you got to understand too, you taking in a certain energy when you listening to that shit. Like sometimes, like if you know, like how different music makes you feel a different way. Like if you upset or something, or matter of fact, you might even hop in an Uber or something like that, and the Uber driver might be playing some classical jazz or something. You in the car, for your first reaction, you like, oh, okay, all right, I get it. Like I ain't judging or whatever. But then as you really sit back and vibe in it, it becomes a part of your subconscious. You understand what I'm saying? Like once you get out that Uber, you know, you feeling, you know, you laid back or whatever, you know, and that's something you taking with you. So if you riding around and you just, you know, subconsciously banging all this, shoot them up, I'm gonna fuck your girl, gang, 30 clip, this, that, and the third now. I understand when I was young, but I'm not young anymore. So I can't entertain what I was doing when I was 21, 22. I don't think like that no more. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't knock the youngins for having that drive and that passion, because that's what we lack as the OGs as far as keeping our foot on it. You understand what I'm saying? That's why it's so loose. It's like disrespect to the mothers. To like, you know, we calling females bro. Like it's crazy right now, my G. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm serious. Like, yeah,
I
I
was
love
like,
you, bro.
what?
I love you, bro. Like, what?
I was like, what?
Yes, that's like I can't, and I'm telling you, man, what I'm telling you, like, I'm really on this. Like, we talk about energy and stuff like that, right? It's like we really dealing with something like the media. The media has always been for the attention, really not of the world, but like the people that pay attention to the media is really mostly the women. Like, we really wouldn't be on IG and stuff like that, man, if it weren't for the. Come on, man. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, we do business, of course, but it really wouldn't be no social media if women didn't pay attention to it like how they did. You understand what I'm saying? Because niggas we ain't got the logical mind. I'm just learning how to work certain type phones, son. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get dopamine off being online. I get dopamine from really interacting, or you know what I'm saying, being engaged in certain
and what
things.
a picture
You know what
meant.
I mean?
Imagine what a picture meant, like somebody trying to take your picture back in the day.
Yo, I'm talking about they had to you had to calculate that, and then we used to be the ones that, when we was together like that, we didn't want to take no, unless it was something that we was around people that knew that we weren't gonna see them like that. We'd be like, man, come on, man, we got to get this picture. But dance, I wish you would have took my Polaroid and took a picture of your shoes, man. We'd have been fighting. Them packs cost like $15, $16, man, for them Polaroids, man. Ain't nobody taking your little joint with the Insta Flash joint and take a picture of what you eating today. And man, what? Man, come on, man. But that's what we living in, son. I can't, hey.
And how
it
was moving, you didn't want no evidence. That's evidence.
Yeah, my nigga, it's documentation. But see, you know what got me bugged out, my G? Is that okay? We sitting here and we looking at this Young Thug thing play out, right? The nigga got a RICO charge, right? It's supposed to be something of that nature, like something like major like that. Like, he got a RICO charge. Never in the history of being black with that charge has anybody ever got a bond, my nigga. Like, what are we doing? Like, really, what are we doing? They really trying to exhaust this man funds. It don't matter about his credentials or none of that. And it's sad because I'm praying they don't make an example out of him. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because come on, man, Big Meech had more money than that whole legal team and everybody involved combined just by himself. And he couldn't even see the light of day. You think he ain't try to have bond hearing or something like that? And they keep going back. And them lawyers, they not gonna keep it a buck with them and be like, yo, man, it ain't no getting out for you. Don't keep trying to pacify that and taking that young man money, because his family gonna need it. You know what I mean? Especially if he gonna be gone for a while. Like, he need to be figuring out some type of way, because I don't see Thug breaking up underneath for it. And I see niggas gonna be doing some talking too, man. Because we ain't talking about the Mafia generation, the Larry Hoover generation, shit like that. We dealing with the people that pull out their guns on Instagram and say, send your location, we gonna slide on you and all that old shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas talking about slide, man. You better slide your ass to a graduation or something, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, do some, man. But keep that. I do something. Like, be in your purpose, man. When you in idle time, ain't nothing but bad shit gonna happen, yo. You gotta stay on your purpose. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, true indeed.
Most definitely. So, looking back at your time, from then till now, you dealt with a host of stuff. We ain't gotta talk about it. We understand. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no
directly
question.
And vicariously. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In your life, in yourself, and in your circle.
Sure, man.
How do you continue to navigate? Well, how did you navigate through some of the roughest times in your life as a man, as in roughest times in your life with a crew, with a group? You know what I'm saying? With the brothers and everything, with the family. You see what I'm saying? Like, how did you do that?
I mean, it's really about being humble, and always remembering that you just play a part, and whatever part that you play, just be the best at that. Don't try to wear too many hats. Don't try to be a character that you're not. You know what I'm saying? Don't let your loyalty switch. Make sure the people around you is tight and they mean you some good. You know, make sure that people around you doing great business. You know what I'm saying? So everything is tight. You got to have somebody that really wants to see you make it, not somebody that's coming with you with the undermining and the things that you not even hip to. You understand? That's why you would rather have business with somebody that's in the business of business than doing business with somebody that you just trying to get that title to. You understand what I'm saying? Because you got you got people that consider themselves managers or whatever, and they ain't broke no groups or nothing. You understand what I'm saying? But in they mind, you know, in they mind they managers, and that's cool. But it's like once you start putting out the credentials and the layouts and stuff like that, it's like people have a facade about who they really are versus how they want people to think they are. And that be the battle. That's how you navigate. It's like out of everything that you facing, or all the trials and tribulations you're going through, you can't lose yourself trying to put your head on somebody else's body, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know, like a lot of times we try to insert ourselves in the other people and how they move, and we can't do that. And once you keep doing that time after time, that's not really a mistake you making. That's a choice. You understand what I'm saying? So it's really about discipline. Like once you tighten up on whatever your weaknesses are, whether you know it's chasing girls, it's drinking, it's drugs, whatever. Once you get a discipline on what has been controlling you, and you can steer the narrative in a whole nother direction, that's when you really see which way not to go, and that's what navigation. You understand what I'm saying? Like operating in lower self, you gonna be in hell. You understand what I'm saying? But once you start vibrating high, and your mind is clear, your third eye keen, and you still blessed and to be able to make it through certain mistakes and still be here to talk about it. That's the testimony. Like the experience was the test, but the life is the testimony. The life after that, you know, to be here, like, come on, brother. It's like since that album came out, or even since our album came out, it's a lot of people that ain't here, including loved ones and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you really got to take that in stride and navigate, and don't try to be down, man. Fuck that want to be down shit. It's different being a part of a crew and then want just being a damn crash dummy. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you got people glorify Scarface. Scarface was a fucking scumbag. You know what I'm saying? I ain't glorify neither one of them niggas, but if I could choose to be one, I would be Sosa.
100.
You know what I'm saying? Cause that nigga told that nigga, he said, "Yo, man, this man, he killed his right hand man. He fucked his boss girl. Like he just did a lot of deplorable, low level shit, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Where as far as old boy, he just kept it honorable. And he was like, "Yo, I told you not to fuck me." That's the only thing he said, and he gave the man an example in front of him when he hung the nigga from a helicopter. Like, what more do you need? You know, so when them 100 demons came to his crib and he ain't had enough manpower for it, that was him operating in the realm of his lower self. He ain't had no wins in that man house. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we got to take off as trying to navigate. When you navigate, you got to separate yourself or who you are and how you are versus how you want people to think you are. That shit don't even matter, my nigga, because at the end of the day, you who you are who you are when you woke up, not who you tell yourself, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? It's all through examples. It ain't what you say, it's what people see you do. That's even down to the kids and all that. That's why shit is in chaos right now. You understand what I'm saying? So really, the navigation is discipline. You know, you got to know what's not for you. But if you ain't been through it, it's certain things you don't wish your loved ones or somebody, you know, even your kids or whatever. You don't want to go through it, but as a part of life, you realize that's a part of it that that's the only way they gonna understand it. You know what I mean? You don't want it to be detrimental, but you know that stove on, and at some point they're gonna end up touching it. You don't want to see them do it, but that might be what it takes to so they can realize, well, your pops was right, or Unc was right, or OG was right. You understand what I'm saying? Like, take that character off, man. You know what I mean? Like, take that shit off, my nigga. Like at the end of this interview or whatever, I'm taking these glasses off, his hat, and I'm going to sleep, son. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't no character. This is my makeup. But even after this, it's a layer I got to peel off before I'm how I came in the world. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how you navigate, bro. And you had them conversations with yourself, like the little voice in your head, that want to be down shit will drive you to do the most dumbest, deplorable shit because you're trying to prove to somebody else you something you not.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And you be the crash dummy. You doing shit that they wouldn't even do. So they looking at you like, oh, you man, yeah, he a real clown. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a doofus. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you just got to really think for yourself, man. Even if you thinking for the crew, I'm not saying being selfish, but make choices that's for the greater good, and stand on it. Don't waver or nothing. Even if people don't even understand why you might be moving separate or something like that. It ain't nothing but dialogue to be had. But you don't compromise that just trying to be down, going with the flow, man. And I ended up in a lot of shit just being that way. So it's really about discipline, man. You know what I mean? Because common sense ain't common, bro. True indeed. But if anything a fool know or even a young dummy is what not to do, either because they done seen somebody go through it or they going through it. You know what I mean? So that's what I would say helped me navigate, man. My forms of discipline. I had to really get a grip on everything that had control over me, whether it was my temperament, whether it was lusting women or getting high or whatever. I had to get control of all that shit before I could maximize like the way I'm supposed to move and what's right and exact for me, and only me though. It's my fingerprint. You know what I'm saying? It's the way I'm moving right now. I ain't trying to be down. I ain't got shit to prove, my nigga. You know what I mean? I ain't got shit to prove. You know, I done been in that little funky cage too many times. You know what I'm saying? I wish, you know, brothers ain't had to go through that just in order to do right. But you live and you learn, son. But that's what keeps me straight, man. Discipline, son. And that's something you gotta learn. A lot of people ain't born with that because they don't get that at home. Right. You understand what I'm saying? They try to get it, but once you get old enough and people kick you out the house, you pretty much getting raised in the street. Right. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't even dealing with communities no more, black man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we was coming up, we had neighbors that'll tell us get the fuck out the street, or I'm gonna call your mama or stuff like that. Now you talk to these little dudes now, they bro, man, who the fuck you talking to, bro? Yeah, man, that old nigga, man, he don't know what he talking about. Fuck that nigga, he ain't my daddy. You like, yo, this nigga, wow. Like, you know what? But the dialogue got to be had with them, and at some point, you know, it shouldn't have had to been that it's so extreme, man, like the way the world is, man. But it's all one-sided, and everybody is navigating out of emotions. That's why it's chaos. You understand what I'm saying? It's lack of discipline. It's going all the way back to what I'm saying about this testosterone thing, man. It's a deficiency. It's like men not being the men they supposed to be, and that's why these kids is running crazy, son. That's why these women is, you know, they don't really have no respect or none of that. It's like you got to really stand on what you're saying, and they done seen too many examples of us wavering by the wayside and not even standing together, bro. You know what I'm saying? And all that comes from discipline, man. Like, what you not gonna do, nigga? Fuck what you gonna do, what you not gonna do. Like, yo, I'm not doing that sucker shit. Yo, I'm not fucking with that whore. I'm not doing them drugs. I'm not hanging over there with them flunk ass niggas and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's how you navigate. You know what I mean? I'm sorry I drew it out like that, but
no, you good. You can't drop all them jewels and then apologize in a way.
No, I ain't apologizing for what I'm saying. I'm just, you know,
it's necessary. I'm good, man. Look, I love this. You see what I'm saying? I love this, man.
It's real dialogue, King. You know what I'm saying? That's
the ill
it.
part was when he gave him that warning, and he looked at the life of their relationship. He gave him that's why he was calling him on the phone.
Yeah.
He wanted him to honor up. He wanted him to give a reason. He wanted him to express remorse.
Yeah, something, man. And he ain't even had that in him.
Right.
He didn't even have it in him.
They was in his backyard before he hung the phone up. He could have made the call and deaded the whole thing. You see what I'm saying?
And deaded the whole thing. But he didn't never break character. He ain't break character, man. You see what I'm saying? And that's not stand up shit. It's like you gotta know, man. You just gotta have that discipline. It's always something bigger than you. You know what I mean? And that's what purpose lies in. That's where doing things for, you could do things for benefit, or you could do them out of virtue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what I get out of that was Scarface was strictly about benefit. It was all about his what he can accomplish, what he could get done, what he could show people, what he could prove to people from what he came from, and this and that. Whereas Sosa, even though he was the plug or whatever we call him in the modern day, he was a virtuous person that ain't had no problem showing you the way. And he wanted to see you make it, but his only request was you never cross him. You understand what I'm saying? He like, look, everything I got, you can have too, but don't try to backdoor me, my G, because it's you got to be a person of value to me. You understand what I'm saying? You can't show me who you are, and then I renege on what I seen, trying to put my head on you like, well, that's what that was. And he ain't wasting no time with it. When he popped his head up, he knocked it down. And that was it. And that was it. That was the end of the movie. That was the end of the life. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. That was it, son. But the message, all of that it goes back to what I was saying, discipline, man. Like Sosa was a person that was dealing with he was a virtuous person, and he was a person of very high discipline, very high intellect. You understand what I'm saying? That's why he had people in positions that he could appoint, or he was a person of value to a lot of people, not only because he could, manipulate them or con them or switch them around, but he was a person of value to everybody that was around him. So he couldn't afford for nobody to snake him like that. You understand what I'm saying?
The funny part was what he loved in Sosa, he hated in Frank.
So, wow.
It was the same thing. It was the same thing. So when his broad was like, Frank never talked about money, and he was loved everywhere he went. You understand? He said, I got nothing but friends. And them friends will push the button, because that's how he got in the other situation. Them friends came to push that button. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And then he did that to his man, yo. Like that was just it's bugged out, man. He ain't had no relationship with his family or none of that.
Right, with his mother or nothing. You see what I'm saying? His mother, his sister, nobody. Like,
and it ain't no honor and none of that, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like that narrative. We dealing with a generation that's after the generation that actually made his narrative.
Took that in, right?
Yeah, that took it in, son. We're like 3 generations deep off that Scarface shit, son.
Right. So
you know what I'm saying?
And then you look at, because I was talking about this the other day. You look at Boys in the Hood. You look at Minister Society. After Harold got killed, Sharif got killed.
Right.
Sharif got killed first. You understand what I'm saying? Sharif got killed first. And Trey was looked at like a sucker because he got out of the car.
That's what I'm talking about. The discipline.
You see what I'm saying?
That's the discipline I'm talking. He didn't want to be down. He did not want to be down. He was like,
he was mad. He wanted revenge for his friend. Man. But he heard his daddy in his head. They ain't have nobody in their head.
They ain't have, because they
ain't the whole time.
Because they ain't had no dad. Like, listen, man, that my dude Gip, shout out to him too. Gip Goody from Goody Mob. He was saying in his upbringing, he dibble and dabble in the streets too, but he was like, yo, he was more scared of the man in his house than he was of anybody in the street, man. He said that's why some of his friends want to go off to the left or whatever, and he'd be like, no, hell no, man, I got shit. I gotta go to the crib. I gotta holler at my daddy gonna trip, you know what I'm saying, if I do this. That's way different than, you ain't got nobody but at the crib but your mom. You understand what I'm saying? Like, dudes now raising up against their mom, man. They disrespecting their moms online just to go viral. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, son, it's really about that. It's about being a virtuous person and a person with high discipline. And that's what this whole thing is lacking. And that's why it's showing up in all aspects of life, man. The art, the media, just your common workplace. You go around and it's crazy because it's this movie, right? This stupid ass movie. Matter of fact, the name of the shit is you check it out too, because it's along the lines of that half-baked shit or whatever. It's called Idiocracy, right? It's a movie where it's actually talking about everything that's going on now, like how people so smart that they stupid because everything does everything for us. You understand what I'm saying? And it was like the dude took it from the future, like he went to sleep and he woke up out of a time capsule and the world had changed where everybody was drinking stuff with electrolytes instead of water. People was, man, it's crazy. You just gotta watch it, son. I ain't even gonna spoil it for you. And another one is that one that they came out with, that Don't Look Up. Did you ever peep? Did you peep that? Did you see that joint? The jewel in that people ain't get was the fact that they was telling you, like, the reason why you don't know what's going on is because you paying attention to you living in this virtual world, while the real world around you is destroying right in front of your eyes, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, and that's the sad part. So you're not gonna get a lot of good quality nothing, because everything is instant. It's like the worst thing we could do was start getting shit microwave. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't the process of cutting on the oven no more and cooking the food. Now throw the shit in there for 3 minutes, boom, you know, it's done. Like that, even with dealing with these females. Like back in the day, you know, you had to put a little G in, you had to put a little time in and, you know, slide with the piece or whatever. Now, nigga, couple DMs. You know what I'm saying? And listen, man, it's wild. You know what I mean? And I'm knowing it's a method to the madness, man. Like everything that's going on right now, it's not by coincidence, man. You know what I mean? It's all about what they know, how we was gonna take it before we even knew it was gonna be here. You understand? Like all these little funny diseases and stuff like that. Like honestly, like with the COVID thing, you know, and I actually survived. I actually had that, and I survived it, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, thank the Most High for that. But I actually was like, you know, with all the symptoms and the stuff that was going on with it, that's the same thing that happens to patients or people that have HIV. You know, the like the respiratory thing, the kidney, you know, the failures, the functions, and this and that. And basically, I'm just like, yo, they just figured out how to put A's in the air, my nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like for real. That's you know, it's sad. I mean, it might sound stupid as hell. It's probably 1,000 doctors that can disprove that. But as far as like what I'm seeing and the demographic that it's attacking, the age range, and all this old stuff, man, it's not even about being a conspiracy theorist. It's just about being aware of what the fuck is going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like just look at it, my G. Just look at it, and it's not by coincidence. It's like when people get that disclaimer, like, I don't know what the world, I don't know what's wrong with him. Nah, you know exactly what the fuck is wrong with him, but you can't do nothing about it. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's so far gone. You know, old people don't even talk to the youth no more, man. They scared to sit on the porch. Remember, they used to sit on the porch back in the days, man. Right. They don't even sit on the porch now. They by the window. They don't even sit close to the windows no more like that. Right. You understand what I'm saying? For good reason, though, man. But I feel like I just feel like really it's discipline, man. It's like even down to like what you take in, like what you take in your body, what you take in your mind. You understand what I'm saying? It's just about exercise and discipline, son. And you can navigate through this whole thing and improve your quality of life just based on the shit that you won't do, man. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't saying be a monk and you know, a derelict or no shit like that. Nah, I ain't saying that. But don't be no crash dummy, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And live your quality of life. Don't live their quality of life or what they deem. Like you see these people online, you know, everybody looking like they got it and shit. Man, motherfuckers is miserable, man. You heard me, man? You see niggas in real time, like, you like, yeah, this shit is funny as hell, man. But that's what I'm saying about taking that character off. You know, one day I'm gonna see you in the store one day, my nigga. So yeah, we don't need all these money fans and you know, every time niggas looking up somebody on the plane and fuck out of here, man. I love it. You know what I mean?
That was the funny little skit right there. You know what I'm saying? With Ghost and Ray on the purple tape. Like, you know, you want to pop a little champagne every time you see me. Like, come on, man.
Like come on, man. Look,
you heard Jizza on Wu-Tang Forever. You know, all this dressing up, all that player bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
My nigga, listen, the manual, son. That's what I'm saying. That's how I took that. Like years later, I'm still applying a lot of those Jews that they put out, you know, because they was really trying to, if you really listen to it, it was really trying to force man, woman, and child. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, it's a nation. Like, that's why when they really took off with the Wu-Tang is for the children, because they realized that a whole nation and the world was paying attention to them. You know, it went from a local mindset to them being accepted by people that wouldn't even let them in certain buildings at one point in time. You understand what I'm saying? And saying for them to just open the floodgates and do it, the Beatles, the greatest entertainers in the world, ain't done that besides somebody like a Quincy Jones or something, or Herbie Hancock or somebody like that, or all these big label execs that we praise, like Clyde Davis or stuff like that, because they're in a position to be able to do so. But I'm saying from the bottom, like niggas is like us, you know, we used to be out there selling shit, own shit, all type of whatnot, and then make the world gravitate to them and invite them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, meth or any one of them old dirt would have popped up on your door or been working at your McDonald's or something like that. You've been like, man, I ain't going in there, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or what this dude doing at my door? What a gun at? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know, but now it's like they getting paid, man. They living it out, man. They carrying the torch, you know, and them brothers is a real example of just sticking to the script, man. Keeping your bond tight. You know what I mean? Keeping your discipline. Like you can you imagine how much discipline it take to be in a 9-man group, son?
Right. Right.
Like, man, my group ain't even that big. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you dealing with dudes from different hoods, they got cliques inside of cliques,
Right.
which makes just they little internal thing is like 100 plus people. You understand what I'm saying? And then you got the outs, you know, the other, you know, groups like the affiliates like us and everybody else, and we got our own cliques. And that shit just trickles down all the way to the bottom, son. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real. That's the Wu-Tang Killer Bees is probably like the biggest network besides Verizon, nigga. Like, as far as like touching down in the town and in the city or something, it's a be there, man. Somebody somewhere, you know, man. Shout out to my man Judas Priest too, man. Word. I think he ain't on the check-in too.
Yeah, I hit him earlier. I know he's somewhere.
Yeah, good brother. And Timbo King too. I spoke to him a while back. Yeah, man. Timbo, man. He got some good things going on too. You know what I'm saying? Word. But it's good building with you, bro. It's like, you know, we've been talking about patching this up for a minute. And I'm hitting you in the past 2 days. We done been state to state. I'm talking to you while I'm moving. You talking to me while I'm moving. I'm like, wow, it's crazy. You know, we still getting it done though. But in your travels, man, Godspeed. You know what I'm saying? Everything
to hit it in a few minutes. You see what I'm saying? Want to do a part 2 because I want to curate your hip hop experience. You see what I'm saying? In regards to the music that you gave us. You see what I'm saying? There's sights and sounds.
Yeah.
So
matter of fact,
man, story behind the story. Go ahead.
I got you. But I wanna I'm gonna plug in my what's the name. I got some music I'm gonna send you. I gotta get your email or whatever. You know what I mean? You could do it offline or whatever. But I'm gonna send you some joints about, you know, what I'm doing now. You know, I got my website with all my music and merch at www.joemafia.com. And I got a lot of new projects about to come up and out. So that on the part 2, I want to delve into that also. You know what I'm saying? So people can know where I'm at. Cause even though I'm in this, you know, this thing, this entertainment business, I have never been like the most visible person. But in order to really let people know where I'm at or whatever, I had to break up out of that. You know what I'm saying? I had to be like, yo, all right, you got to get with it to get left. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm out there. I'm reachable now. I'm more accessible than I have been up until this point. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. I see you put it up on the joint. Word. Just peace on that. Yeah, man. And we'll definitely pass that in. But Godspeed to you on that. And we'll set it up for the next announcement. And I had, you know, a lot more of my people plugging in because, you know, we did this on the fly, nigga. You just getting off the road. I'm just getting off the road. I'm telling people tune in. But we're gonna get the second part popping, man. And you know, I ain't gonna disclose all the intel of what's going on with you, but you be blessed though. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you enjoy yourself and make it back, son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll be around. We'll do something. next
Okay,
week.
that's a bet, man. I want to shout out my man in Writer's Block, man, Rec Room DMP. My man Tech once again for his birthday, the Wu-Tang on their incredible, immaculate, album that changed the lives of mine and many. You understand what I'm saying? Allowed it to springboard into a flourishing career of something that I've always loved, man, since its beginning. You understand what I'm saying? And
Definitely.
and everybody that's off the record, all my people out south, got my man Treasure, you know what I'm saying? I got my man Pure, just getting it up, man. These people I deal with off the record and all that. So, I'm just shouting my brothers out. You know what I mean?
Tell the fan where to find you one more time. And give us one more jewel, because you done gave jewels the whole time. You understand? You done gave us, you know what I'm saying? Give us one more jewel, man.
All right. Well, you can they can find me at is what is this? Joe Mafia _ Wu Syndicate on my IG. On Twitter, Joe Mafia 757. I got that back up. And everything Joe Mafia is www.joemafia.com. The jewel is I want to leave you with this. In order to really live in your purpose, you have to stop dealing with idle things. You really gotta really prioritize like what's clear to you and what's not clear to you. Cause can't nobody do that for you but yourself. You gotta take time to slow down the world in your own head so you can hear your inner voice. So you don't procrastinate and you can focus. And you can really step into what's meant for you versus what you trying to catch and you can't get to it for some reason. It's because your engine ain't running right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really like hit the reset button. Like when the remote don't go right sometime or something, you take the batteries out of it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fast. You gotta fast off different things that you're doing. Fasting ain't necessarily just off of food. Sometimes it's off of energy. Sometimes it's off of people. Sometimes it's off of places. You understand what I'm saying? If you spend too much time doing one thing, that thing becomes a part of you. So the jewel is in order to not have idle time, just do everything in purpose. And the universe just gonna open its doors for you, man. You know what I mean? I'm talking about everything is gonna come to you without, no underlying gimmicks, and all the people that's meant for you is gonna appear to you as if as if you wish them there or whatever, because you on your purpose instead of trying to be on some crash dummy want to be down shit. Which is what idle time does to us as black men in particular, man. Like my sister used to tell me, and my mama used to tell her, ain't nothing going down after 11 o'clock but jail or the motherfucking hospital, nigga. You understand what I'm saying?
That's
And,
right.
and see, we on stages or whatever, so I'm blessed to be able to have that occupation. But even after that, idle shit, man, is the black man downfall. So what we got to do is we got to start replacing more things with purpose. Stay on your purpose, man, because the world need it. The world need more black men on their purpose than these dudes that's trying to be down, man. Like we need to get rid of them, just get them out the way or put them over there in a box with the rest of them weirdos. You understand what I'm saying? Just stay on your purpose, man. That's it, man. That's all I gotta say. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing hard about being yourself, bro.
Right.
You know what I
If
mean?
you know who you are.
And that's the problem. That's why I say you gotta slow the world down in your own head, because a lot of times you in your own way because you honestly don't know. You know what I'm saying? So yo, man, look, man, Godspeed on your travels. I'll be connecting with you or whatever, man. Matter of fact, just hit me when you get situated and touch down so we can pan out this part too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm gonna get that music sent to you, whatever. We're gonna do the breakdown so I can curate everything else we ain't get to do. I hope a couple people maybe chime in or whatever. But we're gonna line it up though.
Word. No doubt. No
All
doubt.
right. For the people,
Word.
man. One more time, man. My G, man. It's been a pleasure, man.
Word. Peace to the God, man.
All right,
Enjoy the
peace.
rest of your evening. I'm about to hit the road right now.
Hey, man, safe, man. Godspeed to you, all right?
Word.
Peace, my G.
Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the introspective, multi-talented, multifaceted Joe Mafia, man. Wu Syndicate on, man. VA's on, man. VA stand up. Shout out to the fam, man, who came through. If you like what you heard, subscribe to the show here, www.youtube.com/Do the Knowledge Radio. You've seen part 1. About to have a bomb part 2. Shout out to my fam, man. Coach Tommy in the building, man. Slim Body Fitness, you know what I'm saying? Get your mind right, get your spirit right, and you be ready for anything, everything. That's that discipline Joe Mach was talking about, man. So shout out to the whole family that came through, showing love. We'll be back for the part 2. So stay tuned, and subscribe.
Knowledge born. What's the science, baby?
Yeah. Now we gonna tell them. That in front. We tell them like this, yo. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a African. Yeah, y'all like that? No more. This man's mind is open. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a. Let's get back to the
motive is best developed by recognizing the common enemy.